In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. allergy sufferers is among us today. Oh, my goodness. The man cut the grass today. I'm sneezing in here. The pollen's in the air. It's thick. I'm coughing and stuff in here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. I'm glad that I'm here, but I'm glad that I'm not here alone. I got my boys with me. I got $1 Million Molly, the $1 Million producer. I need him to produce some Allegra. CMOS helps with the allergy. Molly do produce the CMOS. And I got my beautiful little songbird here with me today. Trey Gray is with me. My songbird. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Trey.
Good morning, love. Shout out to Allegra. Shout out to Clariton. As I'm about to go outside, I'm back right now. Trust me.
Put your mask on, boo. Put your mask on. That'll help with the allergy.
It does, though. It does, but when when you are a smoker, it don't do nothing for you.
Okay. Molly, can you help me with some
I was referring to cigarettes. That's just what I was referring to. Good morning to cigarettes. So now I'm playing. But yeah, the allergies and stuff. Yes, that's what I was referring to. No, it is though. It really is. I'm dead serious. I just got me some medicine from Costco. Won't be too long
honey, the doctor gave me medicine, but she said anything with at least 10 milligrams of tetrazine in it. Tetrazine, I guess that's the allergy medicine. But
the agent that actually, it probably doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to use this stuff. It's called Butterbur.
Okay.
It's natural. It's a root. Mm-hmm. And it helps with your allergy. It helps with your congestion and the phlegm and everything. You got both of your phones with you today?
My other phone is inside, but I'll step inside in a second.
No, okay, because I was just going to have you look up Butterbur and tell the people what it is. What Butterbur root is.
You know what? From now on, I'll make sure I have both phones next to me every time.
Look, I always like to, But
it's okay.
There is also a root called Althea root. They call it the marshmallow root.
Really?
Has anybody heard of that? Althea root.
Good morning, Miss Berlin. Good morning.
Hey, baby. I got a root named after me. And it helps. It helps all of the symptoms that's wrong with me. It helps the congestion. It's supposed to help the mucus build up and all of that stuff. And it's natural as a root. out
Sure,
there.
I'll send you some links. I heard you talking about sea moss before the show started. That's what I've been on for the last
Well, wait a
I've been
minute.
on
We
sea moss
got the
for
sea
the
moss
last
connection. Hold up.
yeah.
Molly is Molly Moss. We call it the sea moss. Yes, baby. Yes. Let me
I
tell
didn't know
you.
that. I didn't know
Yes.
that. I've been on
Molly
sea moss for the last year.
Molly does fantastic things with the sea moss.
Oh
We even
wow.
got sea moss juice, honey.
Oh
Molly,
wow.
he makes the sea moss lemonade and
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. Yes. Yeah,
That's
Mr.
what's up. That's a
Molly,
good plug for him. I didn't know that. Shout
yeah,
out to Marlon.
yes, he got the
Doing
golden sea
things.
moss. He be doing the purple. The purple sea moss too strong for me. So, but
That's the kind that I like actually.
a
The last
strong,
couple ones that I've had was it wasn't really strong to me. I mean, the that mineral type taste that it has is potent, but it wasn't like strong. It was good.
well, I usually take the golden and I can melt it down in my tea or
Yeah.
coffee, the golden sea moss. I can even take the golden sea moss and swallow it by
Mm.
itself. Long as I got something to
Yeah, I
chase.
just take a
It's like
tablespoon yeah, every morning.
the texture thing. But
The texture.
he beat that by making his sea moss lemonade and stuff like that. That
Right.
stuff is
That's
delicious.
innovative. Yeah.
And nutritious. He be
Hmm.
having ginger in his sea moss and cinnamon and all stuff, and he infused it with lots of different stuff. It is delicious.
Sea moss life.
What he
You right
say?
about that now. He said sea moss life. That's true.
Forget
I
that
forgot the
drug.
actual number of how many different
I can
things
tell
that
you,
you're missing out of your whole
sea moss has 102 minerals, vitamins and
mm,
minerals, which 92 of that your body needs.
yeah.
So 92 sea moss got 92 that your body needs.
Hmm.
The vitamins and minerals. So
Hmm.
that's good. That is so good. So
You
it
ever
helps
heard of
a lot.
valerian root and murdoch root and stuff like that? Valerian root, murdoch root, and a couple
That's what
others.
I'm telling you to look up. To get your other phone, and we're gonna look it up. We're gonna tell the people because it's
Okay.
allergy season. It's
Yes.
allergy season, and this is Tall Tale Thursday, baby. Oh, and I gotta tell for y'all. Last night, me and Pucciarelli, I was gonna wait till she come in to say something, but she might be busy at work right now, be able to hop on. But
Right.
we did the Rift the Mic on Friday. I mean,
Mhm.
it's tomorrow. It was yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Here, look, y'all can tell my mind is gone because I'm not feeling
You're
allergy,
right.
you know.
I
So
understand. You're right.
we had a fantastic time last night, and it's sort of like it's a contest, but it's no financial, no monetary prize. You
Things,
get
yeah.
another 3 minutes to do a 3 minute set, and when you do it's in exposure, and the people see you, and that's how they they want to book you for shows, yada yada yada. So
Yeah.
last night, Rift the Mic winner was yours truly, and
Oh, that's enough.
I had him cracking. I was surprised, and all I was just doing was telling stories, being my crazy self, and just just doing what it calls to do, because the way it works, the rules of it is that they take a bunch of comedians, they put your name in a hat, then each comedian had to submit two topics to talk about, right?
Right.
They got that and had all the topics all mixed up. So when they call your name, you don't know when they're gonna call you or what order or nothing. When they call your name, you go up. Then they dig into the hat and they give you your topic. You got it's a 5 minute set. The
Yeah.
first 1 minute and 30 seconds, you got to talk about whatever topic they give you
Right.
and make it relatable to this topic. That's how it works. And then as you get past that, when you finish talking about that topic, if you timed out right, you go to the next topic, and then
Yeah.
you talk about these like that. I got through 3 topics in 5 minutes, and I made it funny and relatable. And I won the Rift the Mic. It's good. It's quick thinking on your toes. Quick thinking on your toes.
That's your
So
funniest to me is when you do your off the cuff stuff. Like when you like for instance, like when I asked you when we went Tuesday to Bar 210 and I asked you, I said, were you like, just doing something like free off the dome? He was like, yeah. That's why you had everybody cracking up. Instead of people like I feel like for comedians, sometimes just as a viewer, I feel like when they're trying to, obviously you think about the crowd and what they're doing, you try to remember certain lines, try to make sure you get the punchline out. I feel like when y'all just talk to us about whatever, I feel like that's the funniest, and I feel like the crowd can feel that you just talking about it. You just saying what you feel like. But that's cool. I wish I was there last night.
I wish I was. I wish she was too. But that's okay. There's going to be plenty of more opportunities for you to come out, see me, support, participate. Because I want you to start singing out there. Man,
you did say that
for a reason. We're gonna get there one day.
That's fine.
But I'm concentrating on my craft and honing in on it, and making and producing and doing shows and writing. I'm still writing, y'all. Writing my books in the meantime.
Thank you for signing my book, by the way. Thank you for signing my book for me.
Thank you.
I got that video to send to you too. So I think I'm gonna mute it because of all the noise in the background. I'm putting music over it or something. But the video of you signing it and a couple pictures of y'all and stuff like that. I forgot to send that to you. I'll do that when I get.
You made up like a collage thing. Oh.
Yeah, it's nice to have an author of any book, anybody that wrote anything. That's history. So that's something that I want to save, something I want to have reserved.
Okay, well, thank you, Butterman in the building.
What's up? What's up, Butterman? Grand Rising. I'm gonna stop saying good morning like my dad said. My dad told me to stop saying good morning.
Say Grand
Rising. Say Grand Rising. Yeah, because you're not nothing about morning is supposed to be celebratory. That's why. So I'm gonna start doing that too. Instead of good morning.
Take one step at a time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I go in and out, but y'all know what I mean. Ha!
Right now.
Short of it, some of y'all are already high. Anyway, so it's more than so. When I say hi, you can say how high.
Lord have mercy.
So that was even for it. I'm excited. I got a show coming up on May the 19th with the Gwen Factor and Body Oasis. So that should be nice. It's ladies' night. It's a post Mother's Day show, and it's an all-female lineup. So that should be fire. I get to open up for the ladies. So I'm gonna bring it that night as well. Set the bar. And just feel the energy.
Set the bar. Yep. You there?
But so today is Tall Tale Thursdays, and I got a story. But y'all, can you believe this? And not what I'm about to share. Said some stuff. Molly, you can roll the video.
Individual, whose body is composed of cells that are genetically distinct, as if they are from different individuals, and sometimes they really are from different individuals. Many people's bodies contain at least a few living cells from another person. More rarely, a single person can be a fairly equal mix of cells that appear to derive from two different individuals. Biologists are also creating chimeras, whose bodies are a mix of cells from different species, such as pigs, with a few monkey cells in most of their organs. All animals develop from a single fertilized egg, so in theory, every single cell in the body should have exactly the same genome. But chimeras can arise in several ways. The most dramatic is when two embryos that would normally develop into non-identical twins fuse in the womb. Parts of the resulting individual derive from one embryo and parts from another. People with this form of chimerism can appear entirely normal, so it is usually discovered only by accident. For this reason, it is not clear how common it is. Sometimes there are visible signs, such as differently colored eyes or patches of skin of different shades. When individuals are a mix of male and female cells, there can also be abnormalities in the reproductive organs. More commonly, cells can be exchanged during pregnancy. Most mothers have cells from their babies growing in various parts of their body after pregnancy, and these cells can survive for at least 40 years. The number of these cells is tiny though, so this phenomenon is known as microchimerism. Cells from the mother, and maybe even from previously born siblings, can get into the bodies of children too. Chimerism can also occur as a result of organ transplants. Obviously, the transplanted organ comes from another individual, but cells from that organ can also start growing in other parts of the body. The blood and even the semen of one transplant recipient derived from his donor, according to a recent report. For decades, biologists have also been creating chimeras that are a mix of cells from different species. For instance, mice with human immune systems have long been used for medical research. Several groups around the world are now trying to grow specific organs in another species, such as a human heart in a pig. The aim of this work is to provide organs for transplantation, but the creation of animal-human chimeras is controversial. Chimeric animals are often created during genetic engineering and CRISPR genome editing. Stem cells are modified outside the body and injected into early embryos. The resulting animals have a mix of modified and unmodified cells. Those that produce modified sperm or eggs are then bred to produce animals with the modification in every cell. Plants can be chimeras too. Much of the fruit we eat comes from chimeric plants because of the widely used practice of grafting fruit-producing branches onto the roots of another variety or species. The term chimera derives from the mythical beast called the chimera, supposedly a lion with a snake for a tail and a goat's head protruding from its back.
We're back on, Ms. Reese.
Oh, it paused.
No. I think that might have been the end of the video.
Oh, I thought she was saying something. My commercial might have popped up in the video.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes that video is only 3 minutes. It's not a long video or nothing, anything like that.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Purpose. I just want to talk about chimera. You know, like she said, it's based off a mythical creature, but it's basically the combination of combining cells, 2 or more cells. And like she said in the video, scientists has been trying to do that for a long time. That's a splicing. You remember this movie that was out a while ago, a few years ago, called Splice? And what they did, it's a good one. And what they did, they were taking genes and making new species, thinking they're making new species. You know, they're always trying to make something stronger and better than what God made. You know, it's just humans are never satisfied. You know, it's just like
destroying ourselves with our knowledge.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of us. You're going to know so much till you know too much. You know, because I don't think they can handle all of the power that comes with knowledge if they really knew the truth about a lot of things. A lot of people wouldn't be able to handle the truth. You know, and please, all you Jeff Bezos or whoever keep trying to go up into outer space, they're trying to create buses to get off of this planet because they know they up here. They know they doing something down here they ain't got no business doing. So they're trying to create an escape plan to escape to the moon or to Mars. They are really trying to leave their pending doom, you know. But in the meantime, in between time, they're steady slicing and splicing those genes, those germs, those viruses, the bacteria. You know, they say that we are only 43%. And when I say they, I mean scientists and all that crap. Where they get their knowledge from, that I don't know. How do they really, what are they testing this against? But they try to say that we're only 43% human, and the rest of us are bacterial, fungus, and microbes.
Well, organisms,
yeah,
which is pretty much true, yeah. I know what I mean. I know what he meant in that regard. When I read the title of the video, I was like, "What is that?" But now, when you said that, and when he started talking about it, now I understood what he was trying to say. Because I was like, "Oh, okay," but now I understand.
So you have some instances I know for a fact because I met somebody that it was two babies, and the bigger baby absorbed the other baby, and I guess that the cell fused together. Maybe they should have never split, but anyhow they absorbed together. That is actually a thing because I met somebody who said that they absorbed a twin in the womb, and they were actually a twin, but one twin absorbed the other twin. And I was like, wow. Now they're trying to say that that's a chimerism because you got your DNA, then you got your twin's DNA, which could be completely separate, somewhat altered from your own DNA. So it looks like that you got more than one people, living in you like that. And I think that's awesome. But I also blame that on scientists doing something to them eggs or embryo when the babies are in utero. We don't know what they're doing. All we know when we get pregnant, they run tests on us and they tell us take these vitamins. We don't know what's in the vitamins that they give us. The big giant horse pills that look like everything in the free world is in the pills. The pills that you can't swallow. It's easy for you to swallow the baby than it is the pill sometimes. But after that, y'all know what I mean. Just being naughty. Y'all know what I mean. But science is a marvel. It's like this is a tall tale Thursday, y'all. And this is the kind of stuff you believe this crap, or is it crap? Is it really crap?
No, it's our life. It's our life. It's
So they could make Frankenstein monsters in the lab. They could cut bits and pieces of this person that put it together. And yes, they have. And they actually cloned us. And like she said, not only are they doing it, splicing and splicing, but they've been doing that for centuries. A carrot is a hybrid. It's a cross between something else. It's not like a natural fruit thing. And I think they said broccoli is one. It's a cross between two different plant varieties. They do that, and it's like what are we eating? We're eating spliced up fruit and vegetables, even vegans.
Everything's GMO now.
Everything is GMO. Yeah. And GMO, for you guys who don't know, everybody should know, genetically modified GMO. Organism. I gave them the GM. Thank you for giving me the O. Genetically modified organism, which is humans, plants, fish, bird, anything that lives. And scientists are in there making stuff that never lived. Like they're getting prehistoric genes and cells and making it.
I've read that.
For example, over in China, they're working on making, bringing back the mastodon, which was the prehistoric elephant. They're using a Chinese elephant and the genes from the mastodon who died, and they're making new mastodons. They're trying to restore. Why are you trying to restore the dinosaurs and all that stuff? I'm just wondering. Don't you see the Godzilla movie? Do you think that, and Rodan, do you think that by bringing back prehistoric animals is going to suffice in the world that we live in today? Mastodon, massive animals. We already got massive sea creatures because they really don't know what's in the sea because they haven't been all the way down into the bottom. And they said that there's a sphere down there, that there's a level so deep that prehistoric animals still dwell down there. Okay,
I believe it.
The megalodonians, massive sea creatures, because we don't know. This right here is uncharted territory. Scientists haven't really discovered this world because they're finding new stuff all the time. And like Molly always say, We don't even know what's on the other side of that Arctic wall.
Yeah,
but they foregoing that, and then they're going to jet around in outer space or try to get to outer space by building these rockets. Now you notice that the size of the rocket is so huge because they're trying to make a space bus, to carry a lot of people.
Well, we don't have the mathematics to really get outside. We don't have the math to get outside of this planet, you know.
The dome that we're in.
Yeah.
To break the ceiling.
Yeah, the whole atmosphere. We don't have the technology to get outside of that, you know. So I think the whole
they doing something. They think they doing something. They're gonna go back to the moon. And they build.
Yeah, we're not supposed to leave Earth. That's the thing. We're not even supposed to leave it. So that's why I think it's such a problem trying to get out, because I don't think we will get there, I guess, but I don't think there's an equation to really get out of Earth. I don't think we're meant to leave it. I think it's crazy that we messed up so bad. We're considering even trying to move and relocate to another planet, and we haven't figured this one out. That's the crazy part. But hey, I'm not a scientist.
What are the people saying? Did we got any comments?
Yeah, I got some good mornings. Let me go to the comment section real quick. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, everybody's saying good morning. Miss Cook that came in, and DJ Slicky said good morning, everybody. They're just saying good morning. Hey, everyone so far on here, we say good morning to. Good morning again to y'all, though. Good morning.
Dude, what do y'all think about that out there in my listening audience? About that, you know, this is Tall Story Thursdays. Do you believe what's going on? Do you believe that they're making humans? Do you believe that you got more than one person? You could be one of those chimeras that have more than one person living inside you, or the genome to more than one person other than you. Sometimes I wonder about myself. I said, am I an alien? I said, sometimes I think I am. So that's because I think, I'm not going to say I'm crazy, but I think I'm something special. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, I believe in the fact that we can even, if you want to think about it, the fact that we can, females can bear life, or humans, or whatever you want to call it, females can bear life in the first place. The fact that two people can get together and recreate another person. The fact that we have identical twins, that two separate entities that look exactly the same on the outside. The fact that we can do all that, I wouldn't shut everything down and dismiss it as crazy. I wouldn't do that. So if yeah. What is our definition of an alien anyway? Something
foreign, because we can have aliens on our body that invades our body. You know, and then on this next video, Molly wrote the next video because it goes into depth about some things. We got to try to fast forward a little bit to this video, because I think what I want to get is at the end of what they're trying to say, that we're only 43% human. What? Is the video up, Molly?
He's gonna play it.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep talking for a second then until the video starts. I don't want to sit there and be silent.
I was waiting for the video to start. Maybe. We having technical difficulties.
Might be just trying to get it up.
I don't know. We might be having some technical difficulties, but they're trying to say. Anyway, did you get your other phone and look up some stuff?
Oh, I never moved out of my seat. I've been in the back the whole time of the house.
Okay, well, for y'all who don't know, chimera, more than one to make a whole. Different parts of different stuff. Like the mythical chimera had a snake's tail, a lion's body, a goat's head. Um, it's basically a monster. If you got all these different parts and stuff from other people and things and different animals, that's a monster. And that's what they did in the movies. They said when people was doing that was a monster, you know. And the German scientists under the Hitler regime, the German scientists was creating a lot of stuff that they found out that they've been experimenting on and all that. You know, you would be surprised how much this science and this creepy stuff come from German technology. When you watch Captain America, some of that stuff is not too far-fetched, I believe. He said bench Reese. Don't no, I ain't sitting on no bench. I ain't sitting no bench feeding no pigeons, no animal, nothing. I'm trying to let y'all know what they doing, because I ain't eat no hybrid, no crossbred, or whatever. Molly, is there something wrong with the video? Is it not working? It must not be working.
Here it is right there.
But it's not working. Let me see. I don't know.
In 2002, 52-year-old Karen Keegan lay in her hospital bed in Boston, Massachusetts, awaiting a kidney transplant. She was suffering from acute kidney failure, but the search for a compatible organ donor had been, so far, unsuccessful. Concerned for the ailing mother, her 3 adult sons underwent genetic testing to see whether any of them could spare a compatible kidney. But when the tests had been processed, the doctors were met with some surprising results. 2 of Karen's sons weren't actually hers. Now, if Karen had been male, the implications of this test would have been obvious. Plenty of men have discovered later in life that they didn't really father their children. But Karen was not male, and that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. After all, she knew the boys were hers on account of, having given birth to them. The genetic tests revealed that she was, thankfully, related to her sons. She was their biological aunt. And yet, Karen had no sisters. So what the hell was going on? Now, if you love traveling, then you'll love the fastest and easiest VPN, Surfshark. Did you know Surfshark also helps you to avoid price discrimination based on your location? So you can actually save money on plane tickets and car rentals whilst traveling. Surfshark runs on any device, anywhere, and it's packed full of features such as industry-leading uncrackable encryption, IP and DNS leak protection, an internet kill switch if your VPN drops out, and 24/7 customer support. By using Surfshark VPN, you can stay anonymous and secure online. But personally, I use Surfshark to watch Netflix content from other countries, such as the US. That's usually blocked here in the UK. It's really easy. All you have to do is switch over your location.
Okay. So she birthed kids that was not hers. And that was because she had absorbed her twin. And she had the DNA
took over. Wow.
Exactly. Isn't that something? And then, I mean, imagine, do you believe that? Do you believe that? That would freak me out. I mean, we talking to the women. We push out a baby, and then they tell us, oh, you not the mother, you the aunt. Because you done absorbed the twin, and it was your twin's egg from that DNA that you absorbed that got fertilized. Not your own egg, but the egg from that absorbed twin. Now, how did that absorbed twin even have an egg to even be fertilized if it was absorbed? Don't that sound crazy? What y'all think?
I never heard nothing like that before.
Right.
I never heard anything.
Let's hear the rest of the story. Let's see if we got past the commercial part. And hear the rest of the story. See what happened. And what did she get her organs? What they do? Molly. Okay. But it's a good story, and it's
Yeah, I never
interesting.
heard anything like that before, though. I have heard about a situation where it was two black parents that gave birth to a white child, though. Because if you know what you know about genetics in the first place, I see how that happens. Or how can even when it doesn't happen, I can see how it's possible. But if you know and read about genetics and stuff, that's one thing you should just read about in general. Reading about genetics will help you
And
understand a lot.
the geno pool is something else because they
Mhm.
also got the chimeras uh, in men and women. Because some men and women are born with both male and female organs,
Hmm.
and they said that's because of the genes and genetic and all of that. When you got both, you could have absorbed your other twin. Your other twin could have been a man. I don't know.
Hmm.
You could have absorbed both, but they talk about this in this video too. Molly, continue with the video, please. Okay, it's the video coming. It's coming. The video coming. Because I want you to see they talk about they touch on quite a bit subjects in this,
Hmm.
even with the the food and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't
I just would
know.
have kept talking until the video, starts playing. For
What are the
real.
people saying? Did anybody out there say anything while we're waiting for the video?
Let me see. I'm trying to go over to the comments real quick. DJ Slicky. DJ Slicky said this that whitey shit. Lord have mercy. Um, nothing pertaining to like the subject so far. I think they would have just been watching what we were talking about.
They don't have. I cannot believe that they don't have no comment on this. Is it too unbelievable, or is it too, or is it finding it? This is a tall tale born. We gotta get some dialogue. That's what make it interesting. Nobody saying nothing, and the video's not playing. Nobody saying nothing. I'm like, come on, what's going on? People not saying nothing. What only people saying something to me? DJ Slicky. Only people. Molly, finished playing the video.
Man, Dr. P been in here, Janice been in here, Nene been in here. You ain't reading the messages.
I
Butterman been in here.
said it.
I put a comment in the private chat.
I
Yeah, I need
Trey
to start speaking to y'all viewers when they come in. They been commenting, just you talking, so he trying to wait till you finish to reply to the comments. But
what messages? I can't see no
they
messages.
just saying, hey Reese, hey, this Dr. Purpose, hey Reese, what it do? Good morning, Grand Ride, and that's that white. I'm just saying you gotta speak back. Yeah, that's
Cause
it.
that's
But
what
they
made
in here.
that's what made people. I don't know if they're still watching, but that's kind of what made them
Yeah,
like
they in
chime
here.
out. I feel like,
I
oh, they
did
still in
say
there.
hi. Trey went down the line and said hi. I said, good morning, Dr. P. Good morning, Dr. Purpose. I did say hi. And Trey went down the list and said, everybody is saying hi, good morning. Did we not do that? We did
I mean,
that.
I'm listening. I'm open to all instruction and
I
direction.
said, hey, Butterman.
Or whatever. So I'm not, I'm open to
Didn't
all direction. Yeah, yes, we just, yeah, we were saying good morning.
I said good morning and hi to everybody, Molly? I've been talking all morning.
Avery, you want me to finish playing this video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Settings, and there you have it. You got access to all your favorite programs. Surfshark maintains a strict no logs policy, and their network of 3,200 servers in over 65 countries runs completely on RAM. So they couldn't log your data even if they wanted to. By using the code 42, you will benefit from an 83% discount plus 4 extra months for free during the holiday period, the 1st of November to the 31st of December. All you have to do is click the special link in the description below. Don't miss out. A few months later, Lydia Fairchild received a similar test result, claiming that she was not the biological mother of her 2 children. She was accused of fraud and nearly lost custody. But luckily for Lydia, her attorney stumbled across the story of Karen Keegan in the nick of time. You see, both Karen and Lydia had something in common. They both
Hey, Miss
had a
Madeira.
secret twin.
Glad you're still not
And
here.
I don't mean a long-lost twin like Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. I mean a secret twin that was hidden inside of them. Confused? They were too. But as it turns out, not only were their bodies made up of their own cells containing their own DNA, they also played host to the cells of their unborn twin sisters, which contained a second, totally unique genetic code. Some of the
DJ
egg-producing
thinking.
cells in their ovaries must
That's
have
what I was
contained
thinking
this
too, I'm
second
not gonna lie.
genome from their lost twins,
That's why I was
meaning
thinking
that
it's
both
somebody saying
Lydia
that.
and Karen had given birth to the children of women who had never been born. This incredibly weird phenomenon is known as biological chimerism. It's named after the chimera, a fire-breathing beast from Greek mythology, with the body and head of a lion, a protruding goat's head on its back, and a serpent at the end of its tail. Human chimeras are a little less dramatic than that, but they do have some distinguishable features. Some have two-toned skin or different coloured eyes, 2 different blood types, or if the twin cells are of a different sex, both male and female genitals. But most human chimeras don't show any noticeable signs of the condition at all. Karen's chimerism hadn't even showed up in her blood tests because her blood cells were all produced from a single cell line, her own. So why does this biological chimerism occur? Well, early in a twin pregnancy, the embryos are in close enough contact that one twin can absorb the cells of the other. In the case of human chimeras, one twin fully absorbs the cells of the other, fusing their embryos together to produce one individual with 2 different genomes, just like Karen and Lydia. Embryonic cell absorption isn't the only way biological chimeras can form either. In fact, if you've ever had an organ transplant or a blood transfusion, you too will be carrying around another human's DNA inside your body. This can be quite problematic in forensics because there's a small chance that an individual's genetic fingerprint might not actually be theirs. For example, in 2004, DNA collected from a sexual assault case was matched to that of a man who had been behind bars at the time of the attack. A rerun of the blood tests confirmed it was definitely his DNA, but how could he have committed the crime from his high-security cell? Harry Potter-style time turners aside, one person just can't be in 2 places at once. Or can they? Well, no. Not without amputations. But your DNA can be. You see, a few years earlier, this man had received a bone marrow transplant from his brother. Bone marrow is the soft tissue that fills the cavity in the centre of our bones, and it's responsible for maintaining a constant supply of healthy blood cells to the body, including more than 220 billion new red blood cells every single day. As a result, the man's blood contained his brother's DNA as well as his own, and it was his brother's DNA, not his, that had been found at the scene of the crime. But you don't need something as dramatic as an organ transplant to end up with other people's DNA in your cells. During pregnancy, cells are transferred between mother and fetus across the placenta. As a result, both mother and baby become microchimeras, meaning they each carry a small number of cells with a different genome to their own. The fetus's cells circulate through the mother's body and can end up lodging themselves in various organs. In most cases, these cells are removed by the mother's immune system after the baby's born, but some fetal cells stick around for years. In fact, in one study, nearly 2/3 of women had traces of their son's fetal DNA in multiple regions of their brains decades after they'd given birth. These same cells can also end up being transferred to any future fetuses. So, if you have older brothers or sisters, you may well have some of their DNA floating around inside of you. Probably not enough to frame them for murder before you start getting any ideas. The thing about these fetal cells is that, unlike most adult cells, their fates haven't yet been sealed. Under the right condition, these so-called stem cells can differentiate into almost any cell type, be that a brain cell, a heart cell, a blood cell. You get the idea. Once they become lodged in a specific tissue, they use chemical cues from their neighboring cells to figure out where they are, so that they can develop into the right cell type for that specific tissue. Basically, they take trying hard to fit in to a whole new level. In some cases, these fetal stem cells can actually be beneficial to the mother's health. They've been found in the healed scars of C-sections, which suggests they may play some role in wound healing in the mother's body. And in one extreme example, a woman's failing liver suddenly began to regenerate itself thanks to the lingering stem cells of a child she'd given birth to nearly 20 years before.
Welcome to the split.
Wow. Wow, that is just, that video was very interesting, but it breaks it down and it tells you all what's going on. I had to go on Facebook myself to see how I don't see what everybody else see, and I see that Trey, when you said hi to everybody, and you said everybody's just saying hi, and then I see Malik. Hey Malik, I see names, I see people. I don't see just everybody, but I thought you did get everybody. But for those of y'all who I missed or who we missed, let's see. If I look on this list, it only showed me Molly. It showed me Butterman, which I spoke to, because that bothered me, because I don't want my audience to think that I'm ignoring them. And when Molly had to come in and chastise me about I didn't speak to the people, and I did speak to the people. I spoke to the people that I could see that's on this list. And if you look on the side, I'm looking at the same thing. Hey, Miss Ladera. I see Michelle. And I see Malik. I'm trying to get it right, because I love my audience and my family and friends.
Yeah, but I think chastise is the wrong word, because I think chastise is the wrong word when you have somebody in a professional position to even call a technician in the first place. So I wouldn't even look at it as
he got on my ass. So I looked at it. He was like, "Reese, you didn't say hi to your people." I'm like, "I did. I said hi to the people that I could see." So please help me out.
Honestly, I think it was the subject matter we're talking about today. I don't, people just say hello and they left it alone. They're not commenting continuously because it just, they're maybe just watching or paying attention while they're doing what they're doing, but it's not like, they're not like, oh yeah, so it's not that type of subject. It's kind of like a watch and listen and maybe learn type of subject. That's why I think it's a subject matter. I don't really think it's the engagement, because they normally comment the whole time.
They like only fire conversations when we arguing, disagreeing, and yelling. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all, because I've been on this platform and I don't think I remember any type of interaction where we're going back and forth or yelling or anything. So that must have been in the mix before I was getting on the morning show, but no, that hasn't happened. I'm saying what we're talking about. I just think it's like more of like an informal something to watch. It's not like, oh yeah, let me comment. Oh, I think that, it's not that. That's what it is. It's
what
not,
what Flicky saying.
I love that Molly said, look at that. He said, my sister crazy. I know she, y'all, she know I love her.
Hey, Nene, I see Nene.
She's not a good look.
What was the subject matter? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Miss Ladera said true, it was informative. That's what I was saying. I think it was more of a subject of watching, because this is the type of those type of videos, because I watch science and all that stuff. So I'll be sitting there with my coffee, just in front of the TV, just looking at it, just watching it. I wouldn't. It's not like, ooh, I got a comment. Well, I got something to say to it. It's more informative. Like, so it was more of an educational topic.
Okay.
That's why I think people just say good morning and left it with that, because it's not anything for anyone to really play off of like they do on normal days. Because we normally have, conversations that people can, because I didn't know nothing about that. So there was nothing I can really ask you or anything if you were to ask me,
But true, we don't know enough about it, but it happens every day. And I bet you some of us here on this panel, who knows, we don't know that we have those genes in us until they find it by oops. Like, oh, like, did you know? I mean, it's just an interesting concept. And the fact that they're taking these animals and slice them with the genes and stuff, that makes me think about what they're feeding us. Because they say we are what we eat. So if you taking these sliced pigs and growing human organs or human DNA within these pigs, and you're feeding it to us or in these chickens, and even with the vegetables, it's just, I guess I was being like informative to say they doing all of this in these labs. They creating all of this in these labs.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the comment saying? I see the comments. Can you see the comments? Let me ask you that first. Can you see the comments? Because I ain't gonna get chewed out for missing no comments no more.
No, he said it was just listening. She said I want to hear. Let me see. I can't. My screen is cracked. I'm bad. Good to know my brothers can pop. I want to hear something. I want to hear her singing. What is it? Let me look at my phone. Because right in the middle of the word is a crack.
And he said she want to hear Trey sing. She want to hear Trey sing.
Oh, Lord mercy.
And then what's the other people saying? What part of that? And then what's the other people? What else? Because I see comments.
Get back to topic. No, so we were just listening. But how many times have we seen and talked about this shit? Keep it real. You know who that is?
DJ Slicky.
Morning, Yogi. What's up, Yogi? I see Yogi in a minute, man.
Come on, fam. DJ Slicky Woo Boo.
Slicky crazy. I don't know, but it's a rare condition. I heard of it before, but I'm not gonna go to the lab and let them check out and see what my cells like if it matching in my family. Man, they got me fucked up. Something gotta happen like these rare conditions, but it's a rare condition. It's like a point, like there's like a 0.0001 chance of this actually happening. So it's good to know, but it's rare.
I mean, when they're looking for donors, like God forbid if you ever needed an organ transplant, and how they look for donors in your family, the people you think in your family should be matching may not even be matching, and you know the reason why, because you may have a different makeup than they do. Because people always think that, your closest sibling is your mother, not your father, your siblings. The closest DNA match for you should be your brothers and sisters because you had the same mother and father. Sometimes that's not the case, where a total stranger could be the match.
When did any of the videos show them match with a total stranger? Cause I think it was family members, like it can be in your brother or your mother.
They said that they couldn't match.
But I ain't seen that one time they said a stranger.
Well, I know it happened because my grandfather kidney came from a total stranger.
That's a match, but that's different from actually blood cells. Like, you can have a kidney from somebody if y'all don't. Y'all got the same blood type and everything.
This is not even blood type.
But these people born with this cell genetic thing. Born with this shit.
Slicky, go ahead.
Leave sis alone, man. You already know it. Don't let her turn that other side. Go ahead, let her out. Let her there out, Reese. Go ahead, let her out.
Who he said don't let her turn that other side?
I'm messing with Slicky. It was still a good thing, good topic.
It was a believe it or not. This why it's Tall Thursday. So Slicky, throw some suggestions out there. I'm open to suggestions. Y'all don't like my topic, throw some topics out there so I can get some different topics that y'all want to hear and talk about. Remember, this theme is Tall Tale Thursdays. So tell me stories or give me some topics that we won't believe. Like, oh, I can't believe that. Like, for instance, I can't believe Slicky was a pimp. That's the Tall Tale story. Keep messing with me here, Slicky.
You can't believe that? How he be talking on here, he sound like a pimp. And he always text with all caps. So that lets you know that's pimp shit right there.
I can't believe that somebody would turn all their money over to him.
Cause you texting caps, you yelling.
In English. And he always
it's your show, Reese. He
always do that. But suggestions is always welcome. It's the talk show. It's a platform that we all supposed to be able to participate in. But if I'm talking about a subject and you can't participate in it, then let me know so I can revamp and go get another subject. Or maybe you don't want to talk about medical nothing. I can't believe it or not. You know, like the first creation of this. Okay, that's what the Tall Tale is about. The stories.
Maybe if we just pre-plan our subjects, or you know, or behind on the back skirts, we can, you know, be putting together, you know, different topics or sending each other, you know, different topics we might think about. Because it worked and helped out a little bit with the questions. I only submitted like 3 questions, but
those
throughout the whole thing,
Trey, give me topics. Those were
well, no, I mean, no, it's an example of how something additional helped is what I'm saying. So
of course,
I know the subject matter. I know we're talking about, you know, topics, but I'm saying when I send in subjects, any content in additional compiling together is still going to help make the show flow. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying about I'm not trying to tell you anything or say anything that you don't know, but I'm just saying if we put together topics, maybe we can just, you know, we'll have several to talk about or several to run through or something like that.
I got several topics to talk about and run through, but don't nobody want to talk about them, but don't nobody want to hear. So that's why I'm asking you, well, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to hear? Monday Madness, I talk about like on Monday Madness, talk about the stuff that's going on in the world that I'm upset about, like the benefits and all that stuff. Tuesday, we turn up Tuesday. That's supposed to be the party time. Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday is supposed to get a topic of medical to help us do better or some type of way to inform us to do better. Thursdays, Tall Tale Thursdays. This is where we're supposed to get the stories that we can't believe it happened. Like, I can't believe this shit happening right now.
I don't think the way that you think it is, because it's all family in here. Even the people that I'm starting to know and knowing as of now over the last week, you know, it's nothing but family in here. So it's still a discussion just as it was 10 to 15 minutes ago. We just talking. So it's not, I don't think the show made a turn or anything. I think it's still just as lighthearted and everything as it was in the beginning. You my mom, so I'm just, you know, I'm talking to my mom. In my opinion, I don't think, you know, we're talking, you know, collectively. That's all.
What do you say? Smart, know it all. He always called me, I know it all. Oh, you makes you think you're smart ass. Don't make me cuss you out. Go ahead, pimp. That's what pimps do. That's what pimps do. I love my brother. Even though he's so mean and honorary. Believe it or not, that Tall Tale Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this show was interesting. And it is over. Thank goodness that the hour is over.
I think we made it through all right. I think, you know, the video is informative. Because I didn't know anything about that. I think it was informative.
Okay, Slicky said Freaky Friday is never freaky. So let's talk. God damn it. Freaky Friday is freaky. You want more sex?
It's freaky enough. If we get any more freaky, it ain't gonna be open for the public.
Or you want nasty?
It's not. It ain't Pornhub or nothing like that now. So it ain't nothing. It's just I think it is. I think it is. I think Fridays is where we need to keep it as adults. But
my homeboy Q told me
if we got suggestions, that's dope.
Freaky and nasty.
Yeah, freaky and filthy are different things. So.
Freaky and nasty is two different things.
Yeah,
the kinky. So DJ,
but I think the subject was informative though. I love science. I love health.
Miss Ladera said DJ is silly. Yes, Miss Ladera, he's definitely one for the books. So I'm gonna stop trying to be Bill Nye the science guy. So I'm going back to Jimmy Jones.
You're laughing at the subject, and it's not. No. I don't think the narrative is the way you think it is for the show. I don't think so. I don't think nothing went wrong with today's show or it went left with today's show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about positivity.
We gotta be positive. There's so much negative in the world. We gotta be the light. There's so much darkness. I mean, good grief. And Michelle came over here yesterday and turned my TV off. I was watching the news, watching the story about the little boy, because I didn't know all the particulars about the little boy that got shot in the face, because I'm trying to catch up watching the news. She came over here and turned my damn TV off and said, "We're not going to watch that." I'm like, I want to watch. I need to know what's going on. Michelle was like, no, you don't need to look at no news. You don't need to see nothing what's going on in the world. We know what's going on in the world. But actually, we don't. And she was like, the news is not going to tell you this all lies. It's all lies. If the news is all lies, where is some truth at?
Right, though. But it is a lot of, I do believe in propaganda. I will say that. I do believe in propaganda and the power of it. That's the reason why.
I got a root of truth in it somewhere.
That part is true. That part is true, too. Yeah.
So, I'm going to end out the show with saying that on April 29th, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, you guys can get the ticket to the Tea Time Media event. They're going to be filming that and getting that ready, chopped up for television. I'll be a guest there, a speaker, and I'll be interviewed. I don't know if I'm going to be telling jokes there or not, and Shades of Blue will be out there, and there's so many other speakers and all that good stuff will be out there. It's a nice event at Martin's Crosswind. Tickets, I think, is still available. Martin Crosswind, Tea Time Media. So I'll post the flyer. I have it all for you tomorrow and every show because it's coming up. And then on May the 19th at Body Oasis, it's an all-girl comedy show. Slicky, you will like that all-girl. Woo! Comedy show. Come out and support me. Gwen Factor Robinson is hosting it. The Gwen Factor. We have Fanny Brown Bottom, and I can't pronounce the other lady's name. I just call her Keisha from Baltimore. B More gonna be in the house, Slicky. So yes, we're gonna have an outside visitor from another state. We're gonna have an inside visitor from Baltimore, and we're gonna have a local yokel. And I guess I'm the local. But that's on May the 19th. That's the post Mother's Day show at Body Oasis. That's on a Friday, y'all. That's on a Friday. So please, Eventbrite, get your tickets. Let them know Reese sent you. Molly Moore, I think I'm done.
Reese, you done?
I'm done.
You done, Reese? This your last show?
I'm done for the day. I'm coming back tomorrow.
So I'm just keeping it real, doctor. She in there messing with Slicky Wolf. But good show, Reese. No matter what you think, you know, I ain't say nothing wrong with the topic. I just say respond to the comments faster. And thanks, Trey, because I don't think she can see sometimes. I put in the private chat that only we can see that. Make sure you speak to the viewers. Once I
seen that comment.
That's when Trey responded. But I said that they already commented 5 minutes ago. So I just assumed y'all wasn't seeing the comment. But it ain't never nothing personal, you know. So stay out your feelings, Shaw. You know I love you.
You know I love you
about
too.
The PC that
thank you, Miss Ladera. Oh, is it Ladera or Ladera? I'm sorry.
We just call her Dr. P. You know this Dr. P.
That works. That works for me too. So I can say it right every time.
Plus you
respect the doctor title. You know,
Rally came through. Janice came through. Man,
I didn't see Janice. Well, I didn't see nobody.
Yeah, I said she's.
Oh Janice they all the people commented.
Yeah, Janice was in here. They came in, showed love. She be back on tomorrow, same time as always. But you know how tomorrow get down. Freaky Friday.
And I got some freaks that said they want to come on the show and say do something strange for a little piece of change.
Okay, so Slicky said he's gonna send me the list of questions that he wants to be asked on the show. So I'm gonna
see that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope.
I know he said he wanted freaky, so don't be surprised with the questions. Hey, look, I'm just saying he bringing the questions. I'm gonna bring them. Man.
Look, freaky not nasty. Freaky is putting your finger in the butt. Nasty is putting your tongue in the butt. Freaky not nasty.
It's still
that's still
a butt conversation. Don't say one is not and one is not two. Now 1 and 1 is 2. Still,
Nene did ask Trey to sing. I don't know if he want to sing before you get off here.
Goodbye.
I don't know. I'm taking my freedom, putting it on the shelf. Putting it on my chain, wearing it around my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car. Wherever I choose to go, it won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden.
You know, I'm talking about.
Y'all always be trying to catch me on got the cold out of my eye, waking up sound. But I ain't gonna be afraid no more because you never know. I ain't gonna be afraid.
Listen, but you know, we like to make sure that everybody on point. Just like you on this show, we want to put you on other shows. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much more of yourself, and we want to make sure we tap into all those different things you got within you. We want all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
We want to laugh.
I'm not gonna be afraid. I got people around me. I got support around me.
We want all of that, and we're gonna tap into all of that. We're gonna keep it moving. I heard you could say, let me see what this brother could do. But now that I heard you natural with it. Oh, brother, this summer gonna be beautiful.
Thank you, love. Yes, I appreciate that, love. Thank you, all y'all.
It's on, baby. It's on. Just get ready. Yeah. And Reese, you stopped being so super sensitive. You was looking beautiful. Everything was going well. Take it how it is and keep it moving. You'll throw another joke out there and you keep it pushing because we out there, we supporting you.
And what I was telling her is that it's something to just like I watch National Geographic, just like I watch my science channels on YouTube. It was something to listen to. It wasn't the subject of, I got something to say about it. I was telling her to not to look for the same type of jumping comments like before. Like I was saying, everyone said good morning. They, said that they was there, but don't be looking for the comments to be popping because it's a more of a subject to watch. It's not a subject to really be like, oh yeah, I got an idea. Or I said, I got this comment or that comment. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Nothing was wrong with the subject matter. It's just something to watch.
We watching you and we got you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a way of doing everything. Don't take it all personal. Take it for what it is. If somebody's saying something, take it, twist it around, throw that energy back on some comedy or whatever you do. Make that happen. But what you don't want to do is start sounding like you getting combative or getting angry or in your feelings. Because remember, this is a Reese Mac show. And we're going to always stay on top of it, be professional, laugh about it, and we get off. We could check it at the end. but never, ever, never let me see you go like that ever again. But you were looking real cute, so you can get a pass today because you were looking cute. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a growing situation. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're the only thing that's holding on to the shows. Katamo is done, as far as I'm concerned. So you gotta take your show, you gotta take yours up a next level higher. You know what I'm saying? You see who was on the show today?
Yeah, we still live. Let's go, y'all. Nene done taking it somewhere else.
Oh, I know y'all was still live. Y'all still live.
We still live.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought we was on. My
You all
bad.
right? No, you good. You good.
Oh, my bad.
Nene
Love you
ain't
guys.
playing. She about to go to war. You see?
Right.
Hey, sure. I thought we was on, but I love you guys. Thank you to the VC Morning Max Show. Thank you to Trey giving us spill.
Are you coming on the panel tomorrow, Freaky Friday?
Looking for Freaky Friday. We're gonna get super freaky. Is on. Stay tuned.
Hey.
What bad, y'all?
Nigga, sweet treat.
Hey, Latrice.
You good, love. You good.
Yeah. Oh man, I see y'all in the back room, y'all.
All right. Hey, Miss Latrice. Bye, y'all.
I just see Latrice pop up.
Sweet trees.
Tomorrow, Freaky Friday, Latrice.
Come on, 10:30, 11:30.
10:30, 11:30.
Maybe go to 12.
Uh-oh.